What is up, everybody? You knew. I gotta tell you guys, please subscribe to my channel first. You know what I'm saying? I talk about what the mainstream media doesn't talk about, and it's the MTV of the BuzzFeed or TikTok generation, whatever you want. And I'd like to give a shout out to my new subscriber, Priscilla V. Taquez. Gracias or obrigado, or I mean, who knows? I have a lot of audience from Brazil and Mexico, so I'll say gracias in Espanol and obrigado in Portuguese. But yeah, let's react to Candace Owens. She made a damage control video after she got owned really badly on Trump against back or pushed back very hardly on vaccines by Trump. I mean, because Trump sees vaccines as a part of him. Like it's a part of him because like Operation Warp Speed was one of Trump's biggest accomplishments, and he called it he called it one of the biggest, greatest accomplishments of mankind. So now Candace Owens makes a damage control video because a lot of her audience is, a huge percent of her audience is anti-vax, and a lot of anti-vax Trump supporters didn't like what he said. As you see, like I'm going to react to Alex Jones tomorrow, and you're going to see Alex Jones completely turn on Trump. Candace Owens didn't completely turn on Trump because like she doesn't really stand for anything unlike Alex Jones. I mean, Alex Jones still stands for something, but Candace Owens only stands for the grift. And let's see her. Let's see what she says.
Things are good, and he believes that because he comes from a generation like people you oftentimes forget like how old Trump is. He comes from a generation. I've seen other people that are older.
Look at her roll her eyes too. She's like, I can't believe this Trump. I can't believe he pushed back on my message. Even though like we all know Candace. A lot of folks know Candace Owens is vaccinated. I mean, she went to an event where vaccine was required, and she traveled out to the UK where there's a vaccine requirement. Candace Owens is fully vaccinated, folks. Yes, she's fully vaccinated. Candace Owens stands.
Have the exact same perspective. Like they came from a time before TV, before internet, before being able to conduct their independent research, and
before Trump was born. She thinks Trump is older than the boomer is. Like Trump was born in like the late 40s. Yeah, it was the TV was invented like during the 1930s. So Candace Owens wants to display her ignorance about the world around her, other than like the talking points she gets fed. Like Trump came at a time before TV. He basically is a product of TV. Like shit, I seen Trump for like what 30 years on TV. Like I first started seeing Trump on like boxing fights and like sporting events. Like he was always a figure in like boxing events with like Don King and like Michael Tyson. You used to see Trump in the crowd. So what is she talking about? Like yeah, Trump basically was made by TV, and like he was probably one of the most online presence ever. He retweeted people like Paul Joseph Watson and Lawrence Sutter and stuff. He retweeted a lot like Sticks and Hammer 666. I mean, Trump really retweeted a YouTuber named Sticks and Hammer 666. What is she talking about? She's ignorant.
Everything that they read in a newspaper that was pitched to them, like they believed that was a reality. And one of those things was, this push for vaccines and believing that people were going to die without vaccines. And so I believe that.
Oh yeah, you also see she's also ignorant not to know like Trump was raised in the era of like a lot of people had polio. See, the thing is about the vaccine, polio will still be a thing, but the polio vaccine basically eradicated polio. And if you know, like FDR, like he suffered from polio. Like polio was a really debilitating disease back then, and that got solved by the vaccine. And Trump came from that era back when kids got vaccinated for polio.
His support of the vaccine is genuine, and it's not based in any corruption at all. I
exactly, Tarak OFB. She's about the money.
Saying, how is he ignoring all the people that are being injured, and people are sending Rumble videos and all of these websites, obscure websites.
And she's saying like trust the mainstream media over obscure websites like what Rumble, BitChute. I mean, like I use BitChute a lot. Like I have channels uploaded on BitChute, but. Yes.
I believe also that he only reads the mainstream media news. Believe it or not, I do not believe that Trump reads or partakes in any other news sources. I don't believe that.
part. Trump was featured on podcasts. What is she? She is so clueless.
And Trump is on the internet, or that he necessarily uses the web to try to find obscure websites. I think that he just relies on typical mainstream sources. So I don't think that there's anything evil going on there. I just wanted to say that because so many donors, supporters of his are kind of like questioning where all of this is coming from, and I think he just genuinely believes that.
Or like he genuinely believes Operation Warp Speed is one of his biggest accomplishments, and you're discrediting one of his biggest accomplishments, Candace, because you're trying to pander to an audience. That's all you're doing. She's look at this, my audience. She's just pandering to an audience. Listen, whoever disagrees with me. She's just pandering to you. She doesn't stand for anything. She's already vaccinated.
And he needs to sit down and have a full conversation with someone. I was interviewing him in that circumstance, but he needs to have a larger conversation to really understand what's going on. And
she is so stupid. She is so ignorant and stupid. I mean, if you even took the time to study Trump, he's a germaphobe. The guy is a germaphobe. He doesn't drink. He doesn't do any drugs. The guy is pretty much a germ. He's obsessed with not getting any viruses or anything. He's very OCD about not getting disease, and he had COVID as well. So and the thing is, Candace Owens is vaccinated. I'll show you proof why Candace Owens is vaccinated because she went to a USC event. Where they had a vaccine requirement. Look here. Candace Owens is lying. She's fully lying about being vaccinated, anti-vax. I mean, the thing is, she's just going where the money is, and a lot of that money right now is basically what the InfoWars crowd, basically InfoWars, Rumble, BitChute, those type of guys. That's the alternative sources she's talking about. And the thing is, she's trying to say Trump only trusts the mainstream. Yeah, he pretty much does watch Fox most of the time, but still, I mean, he was pretty much one of the most online presidents of all time, so she's way out, babe. As you see, Candace Owens was spotted at a USC event where vaccinations are required. And as you see on Tuesday, you'll never know you crossed two very made response, made eye contact. Yeah, she was at an event where vaccinations were required, and she's been to the UK a lot as well. In UK, basically, you need to get vaccinated to go to the UK, and she's been to the UK often. And then you see she's going after black people like she always does. And then Trump's vaccine heresy shows populism is not a monolith. And I'm going to do a reaction to Alex Jones turn on Trump. He really turns on Trump. He didn't go soft like Candace did on him. He went hardcore. As you see, saw from that video that was uploaded a few days ago where he called Trump one of the most evil men alive. But I guarantee you Alex Jones is hardcore anti-vax, but Candace Owens is fully vaccinated, folks. Let's not let her. Yeah, you folks got a reminder. Yeah, she's fully lying about being vaccinated. I mean, it's her right not to admit she's vaccinated, but yeah, I mean, she works for Ben Shapiro, and Ben Shapiro, and she's featured on Fox News, and Fox News has a vaccine requirement. Let me show you Fox News vaccine requirement. Yeah, because pretty much they have a vaccine requirement for their workers. What's that? As you see, Fox News does vaccine or test mandate at event. Let me show you. And Candace Owens was featured on a guest as Fox News just a couple of days ago. So it's pretty obvious she's vaccinated, but just hiding that status from her audience. And as you see, Tucker Carlson and other Fox hosts are holding an event that requires vaccination or a negative COVID-19 test. So Yeah, Fox News is taking COVID more seriously than these BitChute, Infowars, Salty Army, yeah, like that crowd. They call themselves purebloods because I mean Tucker Carlson is also vaccinated, but he pushes anti-vax stuff just because the money, the ratings. That's all. The clout. That's pretty much it. The clout with like the hardcore anti-vax, hardcore vaccine skeptic audience. Like me, I'm in the like the third part. I'm not like no Karen, man. I'm not no like mask call. No, like I'm pretty much fully vaxxed and I'm fully chill because I took the vaccine to travel. Like if you see the travel vlog of Jamaica, like I took the vaccine to travel. I'll be straight up with that. And I've been straight up with that a lot of times with these anti-vaxxers, but they always make some weird strong like, oh, you're just some liberal, blah blah blah. You're lying. You feel bad about these folks are projecting. Let me tell y'all folks right now who are fully vaccinated, these anti-vaxxer folks, they're insecure. They're insecure into projecting because they don't want to be seen as anti-vax. They want to see, oh no, I'm just a vaccine skeptic. Because they know being anti-vax is bad branding, so they're trying to brand themselves as looking like, oh, I'm just a vaccine skeptic to get more people on their side. See, I know their game. I know exactly what the game is. So leave a comment below. Give me a like if you feel this video. If you like that Tucker Carlson face, if you like dislike and don't feel this video and like that Tucker Carlson face more, and think you're a pure blood, and please subscribe. Peace out.